Welcome back to Circuito de Navarra after the opening Bennetts British Superbike Championship race of the 2024 season. And starting off with third place for McCann's Racing Yamaha, it is Danny Kent. Danny, it's been a strong weekend. You had a great pole position here yesterday, and it was really close between the Yamahas. It seemed fairly evenly matched. Was there places where you feel like between now and race 2 that perhaps you can find something slightly different that will make the difference? And obviously, it's the first podium for the team too.
Yeah, firstly, I just want to say really pleased for the McCams Racing by Mard Train for their first podium. Yeah, the pace was a little bit slower than I thought it was going to be during the race. I had a few problems when I was sat behind Kyle. I felt quite comfortable. Then when Ryan passed me, I felt like my rear tyre dropped off a cliff, more so than what I have felt during all testing and all of this weekend. So it'd be nice to go back, look at the data and see what small improvements we can make for the final race.
And second for OMG Gorilla Yamaha Racing, it's Kyle Ride. Kyle, great race for you at the front for some laps as well after Ryan made a bit of a mistake. Were you expecting him to come past into turn 1? Were there places where you felt maybe he had a slight advantage over you or vice versa?
Yeah, I knew it was coming because I got a bad last corner. I folded the front a little bit and I kind of felt him right next to me all the way up the start finish. It was like a weird bubble, so I knew he was coming past. He just went a bit deep, and if anything, I got the slipstream on the brakes. That's why it looked a bit close on telly. But yeah, it was fine. He didn't do anything wrong. Yeah, just the last 3 laps, he had a bit more pace than both of us, and probably one of the easiest races he's won with the last 3 laps, to be honest, wasn't it? So yeah, especially in the dry, I didn't really have much fight to give him. When he passed me into turn 1, I thought about going back at turn 3, but I really didn't trust the front then. So yeah, some work to do this afternoon, but yeah, I was just trying not to crash, to be honest. When he come past, I seen that he had a bit more speed, and I didn't want to push the limits. I'd got used to a bike over 17 laps of what it was doing. I didn't want to try anything else and waste many points. So yeah, I'm happy to finish second with a bike that didn't feel too good. So yeah, we can make it better this afternoon, and hopefully we can put a bit more fight up.
Thank you, Kyle. And the race winner for the first time in 2024 is Ryan Vickers. It was an OMG Gorilla Yamaha Racing lockout 1-2. Ryan, great fast move, and that will be the fastest ever overtaking BSB by the speed of that corner. Talk us through it, because like Kyle said, he obviously made a little bit of a mistake in the last corner. Did you see that as your first time you had the opportunity, or were there other times where you thought maybe you could have tried to make a move?
Yeah, there was a few places I could make a move, but it's difficult here to make a move and then make it stick, and that was probably the easiest place I could do it without then getting passed back.
The easiest place at that speed.
Yeah, it's crazy, but these two were both struggling at the last corner in different ways. Kyle was struggling on entry, like mid corner with the front, and Danny was struggling with the rear on the exit, and mine was good on the entry and the exit, so I was able to gain time on both of them at that point of the track, and I was close enough on both of the laps I passed them, and bit slipstream, and I'd almost made the move before I'd even started tipped in, really, so, or definitely level with them, so they knew that I was there. So it's actually not the nicest place to go in at 170 mile an hour nearly, but 6 foot tighter than what you normally do, because it catches you out that next curb on the left, and I thought I was going to be a bit close to Kyle, but he said it was all right. But yeah, the buffer of the wind, like when I come out the slipstream and tipped in, was horrendous. I was like, oh my god, I was like, this ain't good. But no, it was good. We made a clean move and able to make it stick. I thought the guys were going to come back with me, but I must have had a better bike at that point and managed to put a bit of a gap in.
And with 3 laps to go, you were able to pull over a second, which is somewhat impressive at that stage of the race.
Yeah, I've got to have a word with the pit crew, because I had +0 onto the last lap. But I was like, this can't be right. I'm coming into the hairpins and I can't hear no bike. And normally you can hear like a bike closing when they're close. And I was like, I'm just going to trust my instincts and know that I've pulled a bit of a gap here. So I did back off a little bit, but just made a clean last lap. That was the only thing I wanted to do. I defended into the places where the guys were stronger, and made sure I hit all the apexes. But yeah, the bike was great. We can make some improvements, so which is positive. And yeah, just thanks to the team, thanks to all my sponsors. It's a great way to start the year, and the first ever person to win a Spanish BSB round, and that can only happen once. So pretty happy.
Congratulations, Ryan.
Thanks. Cheers.